Corrie Kristick with the Swim Guru. And so today what we wanted to talk about was swim safety. And so now we're actually in the pool. We have my daughter Alexis.
Hi.
We have two certified lifeguards. Please say hi, Julia. Hi. Nasser, I own her. And Elliot Leathers. Both who are available in case you have a private party. It's actually a great idea to actually hire lifeguards. I always recommend it. And so today Corrie is going to walk us through the steps of what she normally would do with getting swim safety and teaching a child to swim, but more importantly, teaching safe water techniques to actually just get out of the pool. Because most drownings occur in little children, at least in home pools, and it's really important to learn how to float onto your back and actually be able to pull yourself out of the pool. But more importantly, and the reason we have the lifeguards here and myself as the parent is actually watching your children. I think we get so distracted from our phone and talking to others that sometimes we don't pay attention to the water. And so Corrie is going to show us how to get swim safety, but don't forget eyes in the pool at all times. And so, Lexi?
Thank you so much, Dr. Elena. I'm really excited to be here again. I'm Corrie Kristick with Swim Guru Coaching, and I'm going to show you a couple of ways that I teach my children from 2 years old all the way up through adults who are learn to swim, swimmers, and new to the pool, how to swim and be safe and comfortable around water. So the first thing I'm going to have Alexis do, she's going to pretend that she is a non-swimmer, that she is actually a very, very good swimmer. But you are going to be our non-swimmer today. We will take that non-swimmer and we will have them come into the pool and blow their bubbles if they are comfortable with putting their face in. That's the first thing I check, is to get close or grab on to the wall in like a crab crawl method. So if you want to go ahead and do that and demonstrate right here, that'd be awesome, or right here. And if you're comfortable enough, go ahead and you can put your head in to blow bubbles of any sort. And that's just basically exhaling that air out. Basically, you're putting your head in and blowing bubbles, exhaling air out into the water. Because you want to create a nice, comfortable breathing pattern while you're swimming in the water. So that's what we need to learn right off the bat with our youth and adults. So go ahead and do that. Very good. And if your young kids are new to the water, they might want to stay right here close and shallow and practice that repeatedly over and over. Blowing of the bubbles, coming up for air, just like that. Nice long bubbles. Try to get them longer as if you're just naturally breathing out and then coming back and breathing in. Once your student has mastered this, usually they're good at going under at that point, and they can go under, communicate underwater, smile, laugh, those kind of things, and come up without hesitation and without distress. And that's a really good point to be at. When you have a young child, of course, you will be holding them in the water, and you will not let them go ever until they are comfortable with being in that water, okay? So I also promote very slow movements, really positive. You can go ahead and blow your bubbles, little Alexis. And come on up. Do it again. We would progress from this all the way to a nice back float where I am cradling them and holding them in a nice back float position. Make sure those ears are in and that head is pressed into the water. You're going to need to put your ears in. For the float. If you do not have your head in the water in your water line, your belly should be up and hands here closer to the side. So we don't really need to promote starfish because a lot of times that'll go ahead and have those legs drop. We want to get a nice, easy, efficient float where they could hold this for, goodness, 10, 15 minutes if they needed to. So this is kind of that a rescue stance, or just nice, easy flotation if they want to be nice and calm. So this is where they go to if any panic occurs when you're young. This is from anywhere from young, learn to swim, to adult, like I said. So I teach this in everyone so that they can learn how to float on the back, and then we progress to the front float, which is is similar in the fact that most of your body is in the water. It's in the water and you're looking down, blowing your bubbles. Go ahead and put that head in the water. And then you can go ahead and promote to flipping over to back float from the front float. So basically we're teaching correct body position in the water, and that helps with learning how to actually swim in and then getting out of the water. So I know that's a long general kind of, it's a lot of different techniques that are put together, but that will basically help the child or the swimmer learn how to float in the proper manner and then get to the edge of the pool. So if you'd like to go ahead and demonstrate your front float, start your front float, go to your back, flip over onto your back float, and then she can go ahead and quickly go to the wall. Don't pick your head up. There we go. So, and that'll go ahead. And if you'd like to show us then, Alexis, swimming all the way to the other end with your head down, and you can flip over to your back, swimming freestyle. So she's demonstrating now the freestyle to backstroke technique with proper body position. With her head is down, her head is in the water. And so she's easily getting from point to point at that part. So that's kind of how we teach our swimmers how to swim and how we get safe swimming. But it starts really from the breathing. She's breathing and she's exhaling into the water, and then she'll come up, take that breath, and go back. So that's beginner level swimming and safe swimming, getting from point to point. Yes?
Okay. Good job, Lexi. Do you have questions? So I do have a question. Should
Yes.
we just, I think a lot of parents, like, for example, like little puppies, will say, well, just to learn to swim, just throw them in the water and they
Yes.
just naturally swim. And
Do I
are you
recommend-
a proponent or a fan of that at all? Or do you find that to be somewhat traumatic?
I am a huge, I do not agree with that concept at all. I feel, in fact, I have to correct that learning style a lot. A lot of swimmers come to me being traumatized from the just throw them in. I think you really need to start safely. You have to have a positive, obviously a very positive feeling with your child about the water. So don't be nervous or scared, but you have to go at the child's pace. So never in any of this, so I know that I'm showing you, the bubbles and floating on the back and everything. Alexis is very aware of how to swim, so we were doing that rather fast. It's crucial to go at the child or the swimmer's pace or the adult's pace, the older adult's pace, because if you go past that and you force people to put their head in and do things like that, that's just gonna totally cross out and cancel all the hard work you've done, and it's going to make the person not want to be in the pool. So you have to learn how to be relaxed and comfortable and teach that person. And in no way in throwing or forcing or just sticking a kid under is that going to be good, especially at a young age, because they will take in water, and that is not good. So it is key to teach them how to exhale and to blow out bubbles, because taking in water at any age is not good for you and it's not comfortable. So no, I guess the answer to the question is absolutely not. We do not force throwing in. Now, if the child likes to jump in and enjoys it and enjoys water, by all means, let them jump in and be there to catch them, and make sure that they're not taking in a lot of water. But we do not, no, I would highly go against that kind of practice. Yeah.
And I would too in general. I think that, and I think the other thing that's important to remember is that even if your child's had a million swim lessons, they still shouldn't swim unsupervised.
Absolutely not.
And even the American Academy of Pediatrics, their guidelines on swimming is, and I think all the schools, it's okay for them to have swim lessons at young ages, and I think that's great, and I think getting acquainted with water, but trusting them to swim by themselves is just completely not reliable. And I think that's true for this any age. You should always have someone else there. More importantly, someone who knows how to swim. It does not help that your swim buddy is a non-swimmer. You might as well not have a swim buddy. So having someone on deck who knows how to swim and who can help out if something were to happen. And then, having just a safe swim environment, not swimming with lightning storms, etc.
Of course not. And just specific, just being honest, I do not swim by myself. Whenever I was training, we'd always have a lifeguard or multiple coaches on deck at least. when we were training. And so it is not safe to ever go into the water near or around it by yourself. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that said, oh, you know what, I'm good, I'm a great enough swimmer. But things can happen. You know, we can have heart issues. We can have, you know, seizures can happen. And if you're alone, that it's just going to be a really sad story that day. So you need to have someone with you at all times when you're swimming, especially, you know, if you're in and around competition. That's why they always hire EMTs at swim meets and big events. That's why those people are there, because it's important safety-wise. And like, you know, Dr. Elena says, guards at any kind of pool event is totally worth it, if not, you know, the best way to go. Any kind of party, kids' birthday party, because any additional sets of eyes are always helpful. So that's definitely key.
The other thing I just wanted to mention is this idea of shallow blackout. So this idea of shallow water drowning. And so this has happened. It's even happened to elite swimmers.
Yes.
It's actually happened probably more often to kind of elite swimmers. And the whole idea is that you really shouldn't have your kids like hold their breath for long periods of time in the water and, you know, have games where you say, hey, let's hold our breath and see if we can hold our breath the longest. Because you actually can't black out. The problem when you black out, you actually just drown. And it's a very silent, very kind of quick thing. And they've literally had elite swimmers who were swimming alone in a pool who they suspect had shallow water drownings. And so no games like that. I don't think that those are very helpful at all, especially in and around water. And trying to hold your breath all the way to the other end of the pool and back, or even just one length of the pool for little kids and swimmers alike. I just don't think that's helpful.
Yeah,
so
and
not recommended.
And lately, you know, in the last, you know, 10 years or so, there have been a lot of, I guess, a rise in incidents like that, especially during hypoxic training for swimmers, which is basically holding the breath and moving along there and doing underwater 25s, which, you know, we practiced a lot back in the day, and swimmers still do it. If people are practicing at the elite level, there needs, like I said, there needs to be guards on deck doing that, but your young swimmers should really not be doing that. And there have been a lot of fatalities due to this. So that kind of thing needs to be done in the correct way, and really is something that can be very serious. So we do need to be careful about holding the length of time you're holding your breath when in and around water. So it should be, I subscribe to more breaths the better when you're swimming, and not trying to do, you know, breathe every 5 or every 7. I think it should be a very comfortable, you know, pace of breath, and not holding the breath for long periods.
I breathe every stroke because it turns out I like to breathe, and I find it's easier to swim if I breathe every stroke. Holding your breath is